is working. I bet it's going to look great. One ball should dress up towards one of those top corners. And he's going to break dry. He looks disappointed. Now, I want you to take note of the style and form of Mr. Ron Ricard. Now, intentional or not, I'm telling you that somewhere subconsciously he's modeled himself after Mike's stance. His style of play. It's very Dechaine-esque. Ron coming out of New Hampshire player. That is not how you want to start things off. Sometimes you get out there and that first shot can feel odd. Like not looking to take any chances. Playing D. Playing a little D. No jokes, please. Haha. Paul Taylor asking about the Fargo in the chart. Honestly, that's probably just because they put him in there as a new player and not as the existing player, and that's probably why it showed up that way. They probably just put it under a new player's name or a different player's name or whatever. Just some kind of system error. It's obviously not his rating. All right, Ron containing return shot there, but I don't believe that's really going to hold off the fireball Mike Dechaine. Rocking his USA jersey. I'm sure he's wearing that jersey, supporting Team USA. Mike was a past Mosconi Cup player. So I know he's hoping that they get the job done down in Florida. Florida, however you say it. They're both correct. They both work. He's a little confused on what he wants to do here. I think he just wants to sneak it behind the 2-ball. And he just plays it right behind the 8-ball there. But it does look like he's wired the kick. So the 1-2 into that corner pocket, it does look like that is wired. You can see it looks like he can just kick right into that. Maybe he wants to come off that second rail. He doesn't want to kick directly into it. 2 rails into the bottom side of the 1. Does look like that will get the job done. See if he can make that happen. I'm not sure why he didn't shoot it all the way. He had some kind of mental error there. Ron's a good player. I'm not sure why he didn't go all the way through that one. Nonetheless, we got Mike Dechaine. We got Mike Dechaine with ball in hand, and that's that. Pete Bowman. Somebody say Beefcake Bowman? Well, whether he's out there or not, Pete, if you're listening, I had a game for you. Friday night, you had a game. Just last night. We're going to have to make a special trip to make that happen again. You had 3K action. All you had to do was show up. Maybe next time. And yeah, there will be a next time. Meanwhile, Mr. Mike Dechaine showing his stuff. Wants to come back just a hair. And he got there. Going to slide this over. Wants to shoot the 7 in the same pocket. Nice job navigating under the 9 ball there. Going to go 2 rails forward here. Wants to end up right above that side pocket, the left side pocket. And he definitely overhit that one. By how much? That much. But it's Mike Dechaine. He's going to make the ball. Nice control there. Leaves himself a decent shot on this 9 ball. Shouldn't be an issue for him. Mike looking to climb back over that 800 Fargo rate number. I think he's at like 799 or 798 or something. Had a couple of light performances recently. And again, I'm going to keep telling you, there any false scores going on there. Like really making sure that that rack is situated well. And it looks like Mike is really taking care with the rack. And there are some rules regarding the rack I want to make you guys aware of. You can't feather the 1 ball. Can't feather the 1 ball. So you rack from the bottom. Your hands can touch the bottom of the rack. You cannot feather the 1 ball. No touching of the 1 ball. All right, let's see how Mike Dechaine's break works this time. Again, he's looking to dress the 1 ball up. Cue ball gets kicked, and that's going to be break and run. It's funny because Mike's just so good and consistent with, how he plays this game that you can look at this and you can comfortably say he is going to break and run here. And if he doesn't, something's off. Something's weird. Something's incorrect. These first 2 shots are really like the toughest ones. Mike going to shoot this one with his left foot. All right, he holds the cue ball for this 3 ball. Soon as he shoots this one in, that should just be like there's nothing else to really like figure out. He's just going to get it done. Back and forth with the cue ball. Nice speed there. He wanted to be just a hair higher on the 6 ball. Obviously not going to be an issue. He's still got a wide open shot. But you see now he's just looking a little bit. Just needs to take a quick second look. Let's see what Mr. Dechaine can do here. Brings it right back there. It looks like he's going to zigzag across the table to get back under the 8-ball. Pretty sure he's going to go right long rail, left long rail, and get the cue ball right between the 8-9. He's going to try to kick a field goal here. I think that's what he's going to go with. Let's see how close he can come here. And he missed the field goal. Ray Finkel in the building. If you know the reference, you're welcome. Tim Machado. Why is that? Can't touch the one. Does a swing break in certain way? Yeah, basically, yeah. Like it's just a anti-cheat, anti-finger, you know what, the rack, rule. Just trying to make it so that you can't really manipulate things like that. Mike Chandranite, how you doing, brother? Hunter in the chat says, I see Jeff Kennedy playing across in the red sweater. Tommy, you like that one? Hey, call it like you see it. Say it how I want to. Just not trying to offend your grandma if she's watching. All right, Ron Ricard looking for a kick and hopefully stick behind that 9-ball. Doesn't get it to happen. Needed to hit the 8-ball more full. You know, those types of kick shots, you really got to make it so that the ball hits into that object ball full. You know, so you manipulate the cue ball into a line where it's going to contact it full, and most of that momentum will transfer to the object ball. Now, that's kind of the basis of how the kick and stick works. And Mike makes it 21. All right, so Ron Ricard to break this one. Again, Ron Ricard to break this one. Not sure how his break is looking. Only seen it once. He looks like he's breaking pretty much right in the center here. Let's see what this looks like. Nine-ball track near the side, but that's going to be a dry break. We might see an opening jump shot here. The obstruction there, but I don't know if Mike wants to push. He might. He might push out. I'd expect him to push out maybe to the left side of the table. Maybe down to that bottom left corner. And he's just going to put the ball bottom left corner. Not sure what Ron sees here. But you got to be able to execute here. You could just hit it on the left side of the one ball. Just thin it. And, you know, come right back underneath the four ball. I mean, you really don't have to do anything tricky here. You just thin the ball. Plenty of space to do that. That's what we're looking for here. And I think that's kind of going to do the trick. I think he left Mike an edge. And an edge can be like literally the world with a player of Mike's caliber. Might try to navigate right behind that that 9 ball and get right on top of the 8 ball. Just thin the edge of it. I don't know if that line really works. The 9 might be in the way. You see how close it is to the rail there. That 2 ball might even be on the rail. Well, Mike's got a plan. We're going to see what it is right now. Well, that was a creative attempt. He's going to give Ron a look at this 1 ball. I think he's going to end up playing the bank with the cue ball backup table where the 2 is. Evan Moreau, how you doing? You should be here, bro. Josh Rupard, thank you very much. Thank you, brother. Yeah, Mike Chandranite, you're right. Lucas, Dave Hall, and many others can totally win a match against Mike, especially just 1 race to 9 or 1 race to 7. And there is a lot of iron in the field. And Evan, before you say anything you don't want to say, and maybe you regret it, it's alternate break, dude. It's alternate break. Go ahead. John Brandon, you got action. Go ahead. Good attempt there from Ron Ricard. I think he did leave the shot, though. I mean, a lot of times when you got quality players, you know, it really only comes down to who has the first open shot. And then once they have that, they kind of just dominate the rack and win the game. Like, not happy with that miss there. Andy Gow, how you doing, brother? It's been a little while. Hope you're doing well. Guys, hit the share button. Like, follow, share, all that jazz. I think Ron might be going underneath this 5-8 here. I did the opposite version. Good shot there. Nice shot from Ron Ricard. Yeah, Timothy, yes. Lucas is playing. Tim Machado says when Mike is consistently playing, he is still the best in the Northeast. And yeah, I mean, of course. But you got to remember, we're out of the Northeast with some of the players that are here. There's some young up-and-comers. And, I mean, honestly, there's a time, and it might even be upon us now, but there's a time where we're going to see like the passing of the torch kind of thing, and maybe some feelings hurt. But I mean, Lucas is next up. Lucas is the next guy. He's the next guy up. And I'll be honest with you. I mean, it's close. It's close. And the next thing that, like maybe the next thing that we might be looking for is, Lucas to be able to have something like, something like Mike has with his break. And I think that that's like a massive difference. That's a big difference. Like I'm not saying Lucas has a trash break or anything. I mean, he's a great player all around. But I think that one of the main differences is really just the break. And Mike's been known to have one of the greatest breaks in pool, period. Especially 10-ball, 9-ball. I mean, 9-ball breaks for top pros is kind of a joke at some point, but you gotta look at the facts. I mean, if the balls are open, yeah, Lucas and Mike can both just get out. But how do you get that first shot consistently? And right now, you got to favor Mike with the break. Right now, Mike Dechaine's got to worry about Ron Ricard. Looks like he's got a 3-9 carom if he can hold this cue ball uptown. If he doesn't feel confident about holding it, he's just going to play open shape and just finish the game out. I mean, he can choose to shoot the 3 right in the corner, or he can try to play the combination, but looks like Ron's just going to go with the open table run out. And, I mean, that's the highest percentage. That's what you're supposed to do. Well, what you're supposed to do is subjective at times. I mean, Ron's looking good, though. Is this going to be one of those historic matches where it's like Ron Ricard beat Mike Dechaine on the TV table in Maine, and Mike, like, flips the table over when the match is over? He wanted a little more distance on that, but he's still perfectly fine. Just wants to float it right off the rail. Needs an angle, though. And he's got it. Don't want to force this one. Don't want to force this one. If you try to force this too much, you try to force that angle, you can actually shoot the 6 right into the freaking rail. Just stun it right over. See how it went right into the rail? I mean, he still made the ball, but that's mega cheat. Cheat in the pocket by a lot. Joy McFeeders, Josh Rupart, thank you guys for the stars. I appreciate it. Ron Ricard ties it up 2 games apiece. Mike's not happy about that. He wants to be up 4-0 right now, but it's alternate break. And honestly, Ron Ricard earned that. Kicked the ball in and then just gets out. What more do you want? What more does the guy have to do to earn it? Oh, boy. All right. Mike has contacted the rail with his playing cue. And Ron Ricard is going to get ball in hand and probably another point right here. And that's going to frustrate the Fireball even more. I think he's just going to play the combination. That's going to make him furious, especially because Ron's going to get the break right after. Is this going to be one of those matches? It's just that time. It's another one. Quick point. Ron Ricard breaking now. This is going to be rack 6. He's down 3-2. Mike Dechaine down 3-2 in this race to 9. I mean, Ron's doing everything he's supposed to do, or everything he should be doing. And still super frustrating. Again, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. You guys all just got Ultimate Pool. Congratulations. The man behind it, George Carterakis, and his partner, Mike Fahey. Those are the boys right there. Telling you, you're going to get sick of hearing me say it. Just go put your team on. Just go put a team in. What are you waiting for? Look at this spread. One of the two look pretty simple. If he can get above that 3-ball and play the 3-5 combination, we might have a 4-2 lead for Ron Ricard. Mike might need a new playing shaft after that. John Brandon, it's like a nightmare. That's funny. You guys are hilarious. Hilarious. So funny. So funny. All right, is he going to get a line to get above there? Kinda, yeah. He's kind of got it. I think he wanted like another full rotation on the cue ball, but he's there. He's above it. I don't think he should like aggressively run into him. Just get above it. Looks like he's going to stun it over. Just kind of slide the cue ball towards that chalk. Right above the 3-5 there. And he gets pretty darn good on it, I'll tell you. Ron Ricard. Center stage. Got a rail full of people watching. You get the Fireball in the chair. And you can't do anything when you're in the chair, boys and girls. You know that. He made it, and he got below the 3-ball. Let's see if he can close out this rack. This is the big shot right now. Doesn't need to do anything fancy. Just come across. And he's going to get sharked by the rolling cue ball. Got to get right past that 8-ball, and he does. Nice shot from Ron Ricard. And I got to be honest, he's looking really good right now. 3-2 up. Bumps the 7 out. This is really the only really tricky thing that he's had here. He's really off angle Like right on the 50-yard line. Literally. He can make the shot here. He might have to like kind of go all the way through it. Draw the cue ball between the side pocket and the 8 ball. Come 3 rails back underneath the 8 ball. I mean, to comfortably pocket it, I think that's the way you're supposed to play that. Misses the 7 ball. Where's the cue ball end up? And he leaves Mike an open shot. He's got distance, and his cue ball's close to the 9. So not a cut and dry shot. I'm not sure if he's going to naturally just play the click on the 9 ball or if he's just going to try to draw out of this. This is kind of tricky. Mike really doesn't like this. You can tell he doesn't like it. Let's see, what does the fireball do here? No way. No way. I'm telling you this. If that cue ball went in that side pocket, Mike's cue was getting javelined into the drop ceilings here. That was happening. All right, Mike Dechaine looking to snag this game back from Ron Ricard. Nice control there. So you guys see the gentleman on the table next to us, the shorter guy with the pink shirt on? That's the guy that Kenny, Russian Kenny, won double hill against. That's the guy he was saying had like the right side of the ball every single time. Mike, leave. No, it's not that I wanted to see him scratch, but if that did happen, all of you guys would have been thrilled just to see what happens. Like, what does that turn into? You know, like, what's going to happen next? Ooh, the drama. Ron Ricard sitting here like...
I don't have money, but what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
Is that a fact? We're going to find out. Yeah, we know what happens. Ron Ricard is playing super strong, though. He really is playing super strong. But he had the opportunity to go 4-2 up. Now it's 33. Larry. Right, we're back to the main table here. We're going to stay here right now. I hope you guys enjoyed the ride. It was a fun little trip around the world, right? Yeah, that's right. Joy McFeeters, yeah. Thomas is playing Roy Morgridge. He's a good player. Originally, I believe he was from maybe Vermont or New Hampshire, northern area there. But he lives in Maine now. But he's a good local player. Well, like I said before, Thomas said that he actually feels pretty comfortable, confident, all of that jazz. So rest easy, Joy. He feels good. He's happy. He's smiling. He's having a good time. He's playing good. Let's see how Mike's break is looking. That's pretty good. Again, I mentioned to you guys earlier, like if you're like somewhat local, like come on down. Yeah, looking like another break and run here. I mean, still 3-3. I mean, Ron Ricard, I mean, he's a strong player. You got to stay so on top of things playing a guy like Mike because, you know, Mike doesn't have to put as much effort into making the things happen. That was when he was training. That's what he did all the effort for then. Now he can kind of reap the benefits and just play good more on more of a regular basis. You know, and then when Ron's doing that, you know, like he's burning a ton of energy and like just feeling the intensity of the game versus when Mike's playing, you know, like he's just kind of like out there doing his thing. I'm not saying he's not like under any kind of pressure. I'm just saying like he doesn't have to burn as much fuel to make those things happen. It's just like it's so simple. So when you do get ahead or you do get a lead, you really got to like pound it. You need to make it happen. You know, you can't let off the gas at all. Like, you start pounding the balls in, stay on it, don't get off it, and you can't change anything. You just got to stay on the gas the whole time. Well, Forest City Billiards is loving my playlists. To be honest with you, gotten a couple of compliments on it so far. I brought the sound. I brought the cameras. I didn't bring the lights, but we brought the lights and the cameras. I'm sorry, we brought the cameras and the action. Brought the music. They already had lights. They didn't need them. There it is. Mike getting pretty decent on the 9-ball. And by pretty decent, I mean like he's like probably at least 99 out of 100. 99 out of 100 he's making this, I would think. All right, that's going to bring us to 4-3 in favor of Mike. Dechaine, the fireball. And he's moving along pretty well. I mean, but this is a battle. I mean, think about it. Alternate break. It's Ron's turn to break now. I mean, that's why that last game was you know, the game before that one there. That was such a massive game. Ron was up 3-2. If he wins that, goes up 4-2. Now things are very different. Things are very different. But now you let Mike get the lead again. Ron has to break and run here and answer, keep the pressure on Mike. Has to keep the pressure on him. Has to keep the pressure on him here. Let's see how Ron Ricard's break is looking. Looks pretty aligned to me. I mean, the break was successful, but he's got no shot at this one ball. He's going to have to jump it in or something. I mean, I don't think you can really push out to Mike in this situation. I think you almost have to shoot this. I mean, Ron's a jumper. He can jump this in. But, I mean, if he pushes out to something, I mean, Mike's going to answer back. He can't just let Mike to the table. You got to keep him off the table. That's the name of the game. Keep that guy in the chair. Let the fireball sit there and burn the chair. Let him spontaneously human combust. Let him combust. John, that's awesome. Glad to hear, brother. I mean, what are we doing here? You let Mike to the table? And he's got an opportunity for a bank. Can play defense here. What are we thinking here, folks? I mean, Mike, I feel like Mike's not going to give it back. I don't see why he would. Guys, like, follow, share, do all the stuff. I'm going to check. Let's see what Mike comes with here. Is that it? Yeah, you just push out to give him a shot that he just cuts in. You can't let that guy at the table, dude. You got to come with something. Or push out to something way worse than that. Push out to a better jump or something. I mean, a worse jump. Mike just splitting the pocket. I mean, that's why you don't push out to a guy like this. You got to keep him in the chair. You guys let me know if you disagree with what I'm saying here. I mean, let me know. Agree or disagree. You got a jump shot. Maybe not the greatest shot, but I mean, you got a pretty decent jump shot. You can make it. Do you push out and let Mike try to shoot a ball in? Or do you go for the jump there? What do you guys do? I want to know what you're thinking. A little out of shape there for Mr. Mike Dechaine. Well, Jason Gardner, that's not really what that means. Yeah, you ignore the other player when you're at the table, but you don't offer your opponent, who's Mike Dechaine, an open shot. You know, like, I mean, we're not living in a fantasy world. I'm saying that, like, when you're at the table, it's just you and your relationship to pool. But if you got a jump shot and you can continue to shoot and possibly run out the rack, do you push out and give Mike a cuttable, bankable, safeable shot? No, I don't think you do. At any level. I don't care what your speed is. You know? Yeah, Joe Elizio says, can't push out against Moscone alumni. Totally. Dennis Brewer says he would go for the jump. Tim Machado should have pushed out to a more manageable jump. Maybe that I'd go with that. Okay. Tommy B, my man, he says you got to jump at it. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I guess we could say that. Dennis Brewer says that Ron might have been trying to push out to a different spot. But I mean, it looked like he did exactly what he wanted. He didn't. You know, I mean, like, I don't know what else he was trying to do there. He pushed to the bottom right side of the table. I mean, anything over there, Mike can cut it in. And he did. With shape. And then finish the rack out. Yeah, Ryan Cullen. Yeah, that too. I mean, you can leave him the other side of the ball, maybe. But, I mean, he's probably just going to come with a better safety. You know, you're given, you know, somebody mentioned, you know, Moscone alumni. It's an elite player. You know, I mean, you got a chance to shoot the ball in and continue and run out. Just do it. You got to keep a guy like that in the chair and continue to keep him irrelevant to the game. Dennis Daniels says, go Mike. We got some Dechaine fans here. 5-3, Mike Dechaine. This is rack 9, and we're racing to 9. Let's see what happens here. Looking for the one ball to go up table. That's his break. He misses the wing again. Fortunately, he makes a couple others, but that break's not working for him. I mean, it's working for him, but it's not doing what he wants. It's not playing out the way that he, no, it's not playing out the way that he's intending. It's okay. Alex Joseph says, all speculation with MD, he's an animal. Yeah. I can agree there. If he just decides to play his top gear, I mean, what's going to happen? Every time he gets up there, he just wins. And I mean, it's no secret, Mike is not in top form. That's without question. Mike is not in top form. Is he still a fantastic player? Of course. Never take that away from him. But is he in top form? Definitely not. Dana Olette says, jump it all day at this level of pool. Agreed. Just keep the guy sitting down. Like, don't give him a chance to even get lucky. Playing a top guy, you got a chance, go for it. Just try to win right now. Right now, try to win. Try to win the game right this second. And that's going to leak out. Did he get enough of it to make it? Yeah, it looks like he did. Even if he doesn't have the cut angle, I think he can throw this one in. He's got enough to grab it. Yeah, I got a good line of sight on this ball. He can make it. And he ends up pretty good on this 3-ball. It's looking like another point for the fireball, Mike Dechaine. Mark Dion, you wrote me a story. No, I'm kidding. How you doing, Mark? He says, this is my view. He needed to push out to a different spot where Mike couldn't cut it in. I kind of agree with the jump theory, but if you miss the jump shot and you lose the game anyway, I like playing percentages. Mike is different than other players. Yeah, of course. But, I mean, if you push out to a different shot where he couldn't cut it in, couldn't he just play safe on you? You know, I mean, it's not like he can only make balls. He can also hide the ball and control the cue ball. You know, these are just, you know, all the possibilities here. But I just say, if you got a chance to keep Mike Dechaine in the seat, leave him there. Don't let him get up. No matter what it is that he's going to attempt to do with that stick, like, you don't want him to try. Also, I just got a word on our next match, and this one should actually be a really nice matchup. We're going to see our current Ocean State champ right now, Kevin Guimond. If you're a Kevin Guimond fan, you're going to get some Guimond action. He's playing Ken Ludy out of Massachusetts. Ken just went down to the U.S. Amateur. Had a nice run down there. All right, Mike makes it 6-3 now. 6-3. And again, we're racing to just 9. Vernon, Connecticut. It's just an hour and change from Snookers in Providence. If you're in the Providence area, it's about an hour and change from there. Yeah, just a straight shot on Route 6 west. That'll get you right over there. And I'll tell you, I like going to Racks a lot. That's just a fun place to be. The owner there, Pete Brown at Racks, kind of just makes it feel like you're at, like, Uncle Pete's house for the weekend. Like, let's all go have fun at Uncle Pete's. Just gives you a really nice vibe there. Alex Joseph's in the chat. He says, shout out to Tyson for all of the amazing work he's done to Forest City. To forge his mark in the pool community. Love my Maine fam. Absolutely. We've been saying it. I mean, there's a lot of great players here, lots of cool promoters and pool enthusiasts, but the star of the show is Tyson. He's the dude. He's the dude, and you got to let him know that. Mike Souza says the food is great there, too. I think you're referring to Racks. Yeah, totally. Got to get the rice bowls. Little boom boom sauce never did anybody any harm. Jason Gardner says, sometimes you have to go all in with 7-2 offsuit and hope the other guy folds. Well, you never have to do that, but sometimes you just do it. You have to. Yeah, you kind of do, I guess. You just have to do it. Why not? Make it happen. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Mike's starting to heat up a little bit. And again, like, Mike is not in his absolute top form, but he is still an absolute monster. Like, your local player, that's pretty good. He's not that good. He's not that good. Ryan Cullen in the chat says, how is Ron making a ball soft breaking head on 9 on the spot? Not sure exactly. Like, I got to pay attention more of the speed. I didn't think of him as soft breaking, but we'll take a look at it. Sorry, I'm just directing some friends over here. Yeah, I'll take a look at that, Ryan. See exactly what that's like. I know what you're saying. No, he was breaking like that. I mean, remember the tables are slick. Maybe there's just like a particular way that he's hitting it, and they're just kind of sliding in on him. And he says MD is a buzzsaw versus Kid CT, the Connecticut Kid Lucas. Yeah, I mean, there's a chance we get that eventually. I didn't look at the bracket to see if like there's a collision course there, but I mean, if they both keep doing what they do, then I'm assuming we're going to see that. High probability. Meanwhile, Ron Ricard looking to put himself at 4. Put him at 6-4 down. And that's not going to get it done. Ron Ricard, you got to hold it together, buddy. You're playing the fireball. You Got to stay on it. Yeah, Albert in the chat. Yeah, I think Ryan knows that it's the one on the spot. But I get what he's saying. Like, usually you don't make the wing ball like that, but I've seen that type of break before where it's just an awkward thing, but it's only when there's like new cloth and you can figure out like a certain way to hit it where it's just kind of sliding in there. I mean, that's not a normal thing, but when the tables are sliding, not much is really normal. You know what I'm saying? All right, Dechaine goes up 7-3. That was like the big, crucial rack right there. Ron is got to start to feel that he's not going to be able to continue, maintaining in this match here. I mean, he's still playing good. I'm not saying he's not playing good, but he allowed Mike to get back into the match. He needed to go up 4-2 when he had that opportunity, and because he didn't, Mike just took advantage, and now it's just the Mike Dechaine show right now. You can see the guy Kenny was talking about in the background. That guy hits the ball good. I don't know his name, and I'm sorry I'm ignorant about it. I don't know his name, but Kenny told me that the guy just was never on the wrong side of the ball, and he just plays amazing. And we're looking at him right now. The guy don't seem like he misses much. And here we go. Mike Dechaine, walk in the park. Another day at the office. He's got to make a combination, manage the shape on the one, and then it's literally just like ABC 1, 2, 3 from there. And that's it. Break and run here. He's going to go to the hill. Ron Ricard's going to get one more break. And if he doesn't win that game, then the match is over. And it looks like we're almost at that point. I have my man Steve Edgerly heading out. Nice to see him. I swear that's kind of like one of the things I'm like most grateful for, like with our whole pool world, pool community, whatever. It's like I got like such this like just a cool extended family of people, and like that's like the coolest part of any of it. It really is. Like, yeah, the game's fun. It's cool when you like win money and whatever, and it's fun like sweating the game, betting a little on the side or whatever. Just enjoying watching the game, that's fun too. But like just the people themselves, like there's a lot of good eggs, and it's nice having that extended family and some backup. Yeah, Jason Gardner, yeah. I know what you're saying too. Like, yeah, it's easy to say from the rail, like, oh, he shouldn't have done that, but in reality, yeah, that was the thing. Like, I mean, well, that was a bigger thing, but he needed to finish up. He needed to complete that previous game we were talking about where he could have gone up 4-2. That was a big one. That was a really big one. Yeah, that's right. Tim Machado, you said it. Yeah, that's right. As soon as he took the time out, that was it. He just came back and was like, oh, yeah? Watch this. You think you're going to win a couple of games on me? Well, guess what? You're right. Only a couple, though. Oh, no. All right. We got 8-3 to Mr. Dechaine. Alex Josephs. Yeah, they call him Hardy, but that's not his real name. It's Cole. Cole. And when he tells you his name, he's going to say, you're not going to pronounce this right, but it's Cole. And then when you try to say it, he's like, no, just, they call me Hardy. And it's like, all right, we'll just call you Hardy then. Yeah, that dude's here. At least he was here. I don't see him personally right here anywhere, but he was here. And he was here last night, too. Will Ailey said, Mike's cheating. He never has to get down on the shot. His back never hurts, LOL. Well, you got a point there, Will. You got a point. Why can't you just make your back hurt like the rest of us, huh? Huh, Mike? All right, Ron Ricard breaking. This is rack 12. He needs to win any game because if he doesn't win all the games from here, it's over. I want to say he came out of the gate super strong, though. Yeah, Alex, that's the dude. Yeah, Cole. That's the guy. He's around. Yeah, there's actually still a real lot of like players just hanging around. Even players that weren't in the tournament that came down and just like sweat it. I mean, there's a couple of bar tables that you could jump in. Actually, I think they got some kind of thing going on over there, but like the diamond is open. You can play action on it. Diamond's open for action. Yeah, Jason Gardner, Bazzi has a 574. I'm just going to say that the man putting the names into the digital pool bracket, he didn't actually like get the person's name in digital pool. He just put a name in. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, whatever. The tournament's going off. People are going to get paid. I mean, what do you want? You know? People are playing the game, and that's the best part of it. We get to play the game, see all the people. Not sure what that little exchange was, but hey, Ron's going to shoot. Going to go to the side view and check everything here. He doesn't like the reach here, but I like him to make it. Amanda, I'm not sure what time they're starting tomorrow. Somebody said 9 o'clock. And, I mean, I'm not sure. But luckily I know a guy, and I'm going to ask him right this second. You're not going to like this answer, and I don't like it either, but it's 8:30 doors and 9 o'clock matches. So that's what the director just told me. It's weird that they would do an earlier start time by like, you know, what is that? So that's a 6-hour difference of starting play. Between today and tomorrow. So, yeah. Yeah, Amanda, I'm with you. You can put like a few more of those skulls and maybe a couple of puke faces in there for me. I mean, 9 o'clock. Well, I mean, yeah, Lindsay, thank you. Yeah, laugh it up, puke it up, do all of those things because I'm not interested. Yeah, exactly. You know, they're pool players, right? Like, what is this, like a bake-off? Like, everyone bring your finest muffins at 8:30. We're going to call them off at 9. How about no? How about I need to sleep for like a few hours? Gets up by 8:30? No, they want you to walk in at 8:30. Like, what are we talking about? I mean, whatever. It's just anything that starts with like single digits in AM, and it's like it's not when we're leaving the pool hall. Not interested. Not interested. Like, I'll deal with 11 a.m. I don't like it, but come on, 12 p.m. and later. Yeah, that's when like pool actually starts at like 8 o'clock in at night. 8 p.m. is when pool time starts. I mean, I'll even allow 7, but 8 o'clock, that's like, all right, pool's kind of getting started now. 10, 11, midnight. Yeah, now we're talking. That's pool time. Yeah, right, exactly, Lindsay. That's exactly, yeah, right, exactly. I don't know, whatever. We're all here. And honestly, it's funny, but pool players, we're all going to complain and do it anyway, no matter what the answer was. So, Gene Hunt, where the hell are you, dude? Why aren't you here? Yeah, Amanda, I need caffeine. I mean, at least some water, something. Give me a mushroom tea, something to take the edge off. I mean, whatever it is, but yeah, I don't want to play pool in the AM anything unless it's like 3 a.m. and I'm still playing from the night before. That's different. All right, Mr. Dechaine, 4 balls away from this match and remaining undefeated. I think Ron's starting to feel that a little bit. Remember, we got another good match coming up right after this one. It's Kevin Guimond and Ken Ludi. That's going to be a strong match. You're not going to want to miss that one. Mike swanging that thing around. Yeah, the cue ball. Gene, come on, man. I was hoping you were going to come up here, dude. You're one of those fearless guys. You don't give a shit who's in the field. Just get out there and fire. The hell, man? It's not that far. Oh, the winner of this tournament's getting $9,000 in their pocket. And he's going to give it to him. There you go. Mike Dechaine over Ron Ricard. And that's your match right there. All right, folks. We're going to come back with Kevin Guimond and Ken Ludi. Don't go too far.